Huddy Tuddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. To throw, it's Howard. A little screen to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting your running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Brown has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Howard. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Let's go! Under. Lion. Check. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking to throw. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they jump on top.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, 1st drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. And, hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Looking for room at the 40. Big big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 7, Clemson 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. And that pass picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Gets it out fast. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Pulls it and fires to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Tigers are flying down the field. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clemson jumps to the line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It must have been a brutal week for this defense preparing for this game, because of all the different ways they can attack you, and because of how athletic this quarterback is and how he can hurt you running the football. He just showed it to you right there.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. But listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Cooks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah.
The expressway is wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these 1st downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Getting some... Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Power football with the run. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return, it's Cooks. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Clemson, 7.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You could be huge out there at wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Give to Brown. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
To the air. It's Howard. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for a loss.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. To fumble that ball away in the red zone, that is just a shot to the solar plexus.
And you have to know the situation. You've got to know where you are in the game. This late down in the red zone, at all costs, you cannot turn it over. And that's just an example, I think, of a guy trying to do too much. Just trying to come up with the highlight-type play at a time where you just got to know the play's over and go down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Corners are walked up tight. On the option. Runs through the tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. Makes the grab. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the right. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Williams.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Howard. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he grabs it at the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving his defense up.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, with the score, Ole Miss 28.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Number 48 set to take this one away.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Clemson is quick to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Good enough for a 1st down.
The give from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense, quick tempo. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. working the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Powers forward. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Cooks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass, it's Howard. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Goes to the option. Shakes off the tackler. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Running with power. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game.
Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. He picks it up. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's fourth down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Quickly to the tight end. And the Rebels pick up the first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions, and we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hard running there. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
And this has to feel great for this offense. To come out here in front of your home crowd and make as many plays as you made, it's going to build a lot of confidence moving forward.
You want to talk about building confidence?